Hello. Hello darlings, and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about my current favorites between April and July. So this is one of those videos that I'm not sure how it's going to be received, but I thought I would just give it a shot, and it also gives me more time to work on more of my writing videos, which can be a lot more in-depth and complicated. So let's see how it goes. So we're going to be doing movies, books, TV, music, games, and products. So that's 6 sections. And there's just a few. I'll put up pictures for what I'm talking about in one of these areas, one of these corners, and I'll talk a little bit about each one. So let's get started. Movies. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat came out in April, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. It's really hard to get a video game movie that hasn't been completely butchered and just dishonors all of its characters and story and plots. The Mortal Kombat movie was not like that. The characters were very true to themselves, and even the new character they added didn't take anything away from the original characters in the video game. And I thought it was very well done, and I was so excited when I watched it. I was entertained the entire time. There is only one thing that really irked me, and that was just that my favorite character died. I will not say who that character is, because obviously if you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to spoil you. And if you don't play video games, you can still watch it and know what's going on. It's very easy to follow. They explain everything that you need to know. It was funny, well choreographed, and the graphics were amazing. It is very gory though, so if you can't handle that, I would not suggest watching it. The second one is the Bo Burnham special called Inside. If you've been on TikTok, those sounds have been going very viral for like the last month and a half. But that's actually how my sister originally heard about the special, and then she watched it, and then she was like, you have to watch this. And so I watched it with her, and it was amazing. It was a good commentary on what was going on during quarantine in America, and about isolation and how there's all these things going on in the world, but not really feeling like you can do anything about them. But it's also really funny at the same time. It's like funny and sad. But it's an amazing special. I've seen it several times since then, and I definitely recommend it. The third movie is The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. I love the Conjuring series, and The Devil Made Me Do It was a great movie in my opinion. It's not the scariest. I definitely think in form of scary, it would be 2, 1, and then 3. But one of the things I love about The Conjuring is just the relationship between Ed and Lorraine Warren. They're just so cute together and so sweet, and it's just you watch their love story and you're like, you want them to be together, you want them to be happy. And yes, they're based off real people, but you know, I don't know what to say. Like if their relationship was anything like in the movies, it was weird but beautiful. But The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It still has its fair share of spooks, and I thought it was a very interesting story because it's really different than the first 2 movies. It doesn't address like a haunted house as much as kind of like this person who's being targeted, and it's based off of the real case of I think the first time that someone said that they murdered someone because of demonic possession. So that's interesting as well, and I I definitely recommend it if you like horror movies, and it's not excessively gory. So if you like horror movies that don't have a lot of blood in it, then that's a one. That's a good one for you. But definitely watch the other two first if you haven't seen them. The fourth movie, and the last like main movie on this list, is Raya and the Last Dragon. I thought it was Raya for a long time before I saw it, and then I saw it and I realized it was Raya. But Raya and the Last Dragon was an absolutely beautiful movie. Visually and storytelling wise, I definitely cried. I loved the style. I loved that the dragon looked more like a traditional Chinese dragon. For those of you who don't know, Chinese dragons don't have wings, not traditionally anyway. They're just kind of like a snake, but with legs and a big head. I'll insert a picture somewhere so you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's an amazing story about learning to trust people and learning to just open up after being hurt. And yeah, it's a really beautiful story, and I definitely recommend it. An honorable mention here is Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't remember what month that came out per se, but I think it came out within this time frame. If not, whatever, it's an honorable mention. But I thought it was a fun movie. I think it was probably one of the better of the Godzilla movies. And this is only the second, like, Kong since Kong Skull Island, which is a great movie. What I liked about this particular movie is that it wasn't as dark as the other Godzilla movies, so you could actually see Godzilla. And I also just liked the dynamic between these two monsters. I say monsters because they're just like really large animals, so whatever. But you know, the story gets well explained, and I don't want to say like what happens because again, I don't know if you've seen it, and I want to keep it spoiler free. But I agree with how it turned out, versus wise between the two of them. And I also honestly just thought they were really cute. I just want to pet both of them, you know. I just want to pet their little noses and give them belly rubs, even though like my hand would not even encompass the entirety of their nose or belly to efficiently do that. But I think they're adorable. I don't know if that's the goal for that movie, but they're cute. All right, on to the next section, books. I haven't been reading a lot lately, but what I have read, I've enjoyed. And I've read Drive Here and Devastate Me by Megan Foley and Dearly by Margaret Atwood. I won't go too much into those because I actually have book reviews for those up on the channel if you would like to see them. But they're both poetry collections, and they both are incredibly beautiful and raw and just well done. And I definitely suggest them or recommend them if you are into poetry, or even if you're not, you know. Sometimes if you're not, it's just because you haven't found the kind of poetry you like. There's a lot of different types of poetry out there. All right, next section is TV. Loki is definitely probably my favorite. I absolutely loved the show. It's funny, but also emotional. It really gives depth to this character that so many people love, and some people may not enjoy how it played out, but some people will love it. It just really depends. I think the majority of people love it, and there's some people who would have preferred if he stayed a certain way. But if you like Marvel, if you enjoy the character Loki, I definitely recommend it. Falcon and the Winter Soldier has a lot of social and political commentary in it, and I think it's an essential story to tell in regards of Steve handing over the shield to Sam and the complications that comes with. And I think Loki and Falcon and Winter Soldier are unfortunately both essential to watch in order to watch any other Marvel movies. I say unfortunately because, you know, not everyone can get Disney Plus, and so, you know, I do feel bad when that happens because you want everyone to be able to see the movies even if they can't see the shows. But I definitely think all of the shows, even Wandavision, are absolutely essential to watching any of the movies. I don't even know if they're going to recap what happens in the movies either, so I don't know, but I definitely recommend all of them. As for Crime Scene Kitchen, I'm not really big on cooking shows, but I really love this one. It's hosted by Joe McHale, who's really funny, and the premise is that you have some teams of bakers, and they have to go into this kitchen which something was cooked in, and they have to figure out from the clues left behind what was cooked, and then they have to bake it. And it's really fun to watch. The season ended this month, and it was just a really fun show. And the Olympics, I'm sure, I would like to say everyone knows what the Olympics is, but if you don't, it's pretty much a sports show, but it's not like just football or anything. It's a collection of sports, and each country competes for gold, silver, or bronze medal. And it's just really fun to watch, and I'm like one of those people who are like always cheering on everybody, you know. I'm like, go USA, you know, go France, go Sweden, or whatever. Because, I don't know, there's something different about the Olympics where it doesn't feel as divisive, you know, like everyone there feels so lucky to be there, and they show so much gratitude towards each other, and it's really nice to see. But I also want to give a special shout out to Wandavision. That happened earlier in the year, but it's an absolutely amazing show, so I wanted to shout that one out. And I also need to watch Lucifer, which has come out within those 3 months, but I haven't watched it yet, or the second part of the season has come out, not like a new show, it's just the second part of season, I think, 5. So I need to watch that. Okay, the next section is music. Now this one was a little harder to put together, because I don't know how to explain it why. It's just like, because some of the songs I might find aren't necessarily new. So I just put what I know I've listened to at least more than once within the last 3 months. So just to give like a perspective of it. Some of these songs are new. I would say that I put down mostly new songs, even if they're not like super new, they're like new within the year. Shy Away by 21 Pilots, Cloud 9 by Beach Bunny featuring Tegan and Sarah, that's the version I listened to. All Eyes on Me by Bo Burnham, that's from the Inside Special. Higher Power and Coloratura by Coldplay. I don't know if I said that second one correctly. Daywalker by Machine Gun Kelly featuring Corpse. That is a very aggressive song, but I find that I like listening to it when I'm like walking, because when I work out at all, I like harder music to listen to. And then Acting Like That by Youngblood featuring Machine Gun Kelly. So those are the songs that I know for a fact that I've actively like put on myself when listening to Spotify, and they just didn't like shuffle on. Like I looked for them and then I played them to listen to them. And now we are on games. So the games I've played in the last 3 months, a lot, I'm going to say mainly Minecraft. My sister and I decided to make like a little hobbit hole in Minecraft and make a little like farming area, and that took quite a while. We worked on it for a bit. So we played that a lot. Also, Borderlands 3. My sister and I also played that together, and we are so slow about it, because like we got that like last year or something, and we're still playing it. But I think we're almost to the end of the story now, so we're almost to the completion stage of that. And that's just like the original story, none of the DLCs. We haven't done any of that yet. Mario Kart 8 And then Mortal Kombat 11, which is actually funny because that's something else I got a year ago, maybe, and completed most of it, but there were like 3 chapters that hadn't been done, and I was like, we should complete this before the movie comes out. And me and my sister play a lot of games together, so we were like, yeah. And so that's what we did. We completed the story mode, and yeah. So it like a year late, but we completed it. And then we realized that there's a whole other like DLC like story mode for what happens after the initial story in Mortal Kombat 11. So guess got to get that at some point and then take a year to play it. But those are the games that I've mostly been playing within the last 3 months. And then the final section, products. So this is like the hardest section for me because I wouldn't say that I buy a lot of products in general. I'm a money saver kind of person, but these are the ones that I know I have gotten within the last 3 months, and 2 of them I didn't even buy myself, they were given to me. So here we go. The first one is an Italy cloth. Now, an Italy cloth is from Korea, South Korea. I don't know why it's called an Italy cloth. I don't know if it originated in Italy first, but I know that the packaging that I get is in Korean, and from everything I've read, it's like this big thing in South Korea. So I don't know why it's called an Italy cloth. But basically, it's this like little like glove, but not like a fitted glove. It's like that. It's like a square that you put on your hand, and you like scrub, and you scrub your whole body with it. There's the pack I got has 2 colors. One's rougher, one's softer, and I literally scrub head to toe. I talked about that in one of my videos, how I had to do that one day when I was filming. And I found that it helped in my arms. I don't know if I have this condition that I will put here because I do not know how to say it, but I get like a lot of like little pimples on my arms, and my arms used to feel very, very rough. I would joke that they felt like a dirt road, but it's actually helped smooth them out. Like I still have some of those bumps, and I think I just need to get some type of cream, or I think it's salicylic acid, something like that, to put on it to help get rid of the rest of them. But my arms are so much smoother than they used to be, and so that was really exciting because they used to be really bad, and so I'm really happy about that. So if you have any issues with bumps on your arms or ingrown hairs, because they really help with that too, and I have massive issues with that, I definitely suggest Italy cloths. They also just make your skin really soft in general, and when you use them, you'll notice like rolls of skin. Like after you scrub, there'll be like rolls of skin, and it's kind of gross but kind of fun, and but it really does help with exfoliating. The second thing is actually what I opened with, which are these. These are blue light glasses. These help protect your eyes from blue light on screens, and since I spend a lot of time on screens, whether it's writing or editing or creating, whatever I'm doing, it's a lot of time on screens. And I've noticed that since I've gotten these, the more that I wear them, that when I don't wear them, my eyes hurt quicker. And so I definitely think that they do work. And so I definitely suggest getting some. These I got from Zinni, and I got these from Zinni because my sister was getting herself actual glasses, and they sold some blue light glasses, and you can get any frame in just blue light and no prescription. And so I just decided to get some when she was getting them. Actually, she bought these for me, and so that's how I got them. But I think you can get some on Amazon. I just don't know how effective they are because I haven't tried them, but I'm pretty sure there are some on Amazon. The next product is a drawing tablet that my friend won for me. I'll put the name of the model here and a picture up here. It's so much fun to use. I haven't been able to use it a lot yet, but I definitely plan to, and it's just an amazing tablet. It hooks up to your computer. It's not one that just works by itself, but it's still really nice. And the last thing is Top of the Morning Tea, which was also a gift from a friend. This is Jacksepticeye's tea brand, and it's actually really good. I think my favorite, I think it's the orange that's my favorite, but the other two are really good as well. But I'd say it's the orange, and then the Irish tea, and then the strawberry. But they're delicious teas. I'm a big tea drinker. I can't really drink coffee because I'm sensitive to caffeine. So yeah, I love the teas, and I definitely recommend them. So that's my list of current favorites. I will list everything in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me what your favorites have been from the last few months in the comments below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. And if you made it this far, here are your bonus points. And thank you so much again for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye. And I will... Now, why do I keep saying that? What am I even thinking?